Hello to everyone who's watching this stream. I generally thought I had music playing. The audio wasn't going through, so hello. Hope you're doing okay. By the way, thanks XX Tweens for the Prime sub. I loved that. Thank you very much. I like doing this with faders. I've got faders on the side of me that turn the music up and down. So as long as the audio is going through, we have controlly faders that pretty much do all the audio work for me. We're starting in 1 minute. It's so exciting. I'm playing Dragon Age. I love this game. Just to note, we are playing this game on both YouTube and Twitch. So whether or not you like Twitch or YouTube better, you can tune in on either one and comment, and I'll be able to read whatever you type. But either way, I'm excited. There we go. We are live streaming. We are on Twitch. Hello, how's it all going? I need to turn my background lights on. Let's turn these things. I'm playing Dragon Age. I'm having red because, you know, dragons. I don't know. What color's a dragon? In this game, they're red. It is happening. Hi, Danny. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? What's up? Okay. Let's get things a little started. I do have a question for you. I'm facing this way when I'm playing my games. Do you think I should be facing this way, or do you reckon the camera should be more here, or my gameplay screen should be here, and I should be able to face this way while talking and playing the game at the same time? I don't know. Do you like my angle this way or this way? That's kind of like the purpose of what I'm trying to get to. What angle is my face best? I mean, to be honest with you, I'm happy either way, but I'm going to get to the gameplay screen. This is Dragon Age, and it's awesome. And if you haven't played this game, well, about to get into it and show you what that's all about. Also, I'll tell you what I'm going to be doing as well. I want to get my face. I've forgotten all my buttons. Right. Gameplay screen. I want to get my face a little bit bigger because I watch all these streams, and honestly, I feel like I don't see who's streaming, so I wanted to get my face a bit larger for this particular game. I don't know if that's better. Does that work? Can you see me better like this? Does that feel better? I feel like that feels better for me. I don't know. Is it too big? Do I want to be smaller? Maybe I'll be a bit smaller, like there. I feel like you wouldn't be able to see too much of the game. I don't know. There. So just to go. So for anyone who's looking at the categories of stream, there we go. And then hopefully that'll appear as my thumbnail. Right. Okay. Right. Let's continue. This is the gameplay screen. We're going to get connected to the servers. The servers are all shut down, so it's going to say no connection because that's what this game's all about these days. Nothing. And we're going to be able to create a character, and then we're going to get straight into it. Yeah, see what I said there? There's nothing available in this game. All of the servers are shut down. It's all dead. You can still play DLC. You can still play the DLC. And this game's got some fabulous DLC, like some really nice content. I'm not going to go into the DLC today. I'm just getting into the game. Yeah, that's basically where we're going at. I like this. Right, we're going to select the new game button because, you know, with the thing. Oh, well, there's a few options. For anyone who doesn't play Dragon Age, they love their beginning options. You can play the normal game. You can play the I think if I remember correctly, this is how the bad guys start off. You can do an Origins as the bad guys. You can do an Origins, you know, from this game. You can start this game up as one of your companions that you'd normally pick up along the way. These two are extendable additions. I'm not even going to tell you what that is that you're looking at on screen. It's a monster of some kind. I know what it is, but we don't get into that. I'm not covering up the squares that you can see. I'm just double checking that. Make your face cam smaller. Okay, will do. There you go. A little bit smaller over there. You should be able to see some of the stuff. I think that's a good size. Is that a good size? Yeah. All right. Okay. We're going to start off with the main game because the main game is like awesome. And we're just going to try and get in. Back in 2006, 7, 8, and 9, back in those eras, as much as games were big, RPGs really took off. If you're not that familiar with RPGs, there's a lot of talking involved. A lot of talking involved, especially back then when you could really elaborate on conversation. Oh, there we go. We've got some talking going on. Okay.
It is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it.
I turned my face cam off so you can see the game
twisted
intro.
and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn.
In case you haven't got the level of drama, it's like a 10 out of 10.
On the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall.
Which we can play as.
The deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation.
Oh, it's a big army, but what are they going to be battling? An even bigger one.
Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians.
Oh, this is the full-on introduction, Danny, by the way. Considering you've never played this before. This is generally what the game actually starts out like.
And prevail. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return.
This is a really good scene, by the way.
Once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Oh my, what just happened? Oh, if you don't understand, you know, I don't think you're meant to at this stage. That's just an introduction. If you haven't played this game, don't worry about that much. What you need to worry about is what I'm looking at right here. Okay, in a lot of games, in RPGs, in case you're unaware, you can start out and end the game in different ways. For example, most RPGs have multiple endings. The really good RPGs, like this one here, have multiple beginnings. So, for example, like, okay, Fallout is an RPG, but you always start out the same way. But this game is a little bit different. See the backgrounds at the bottom? They are different introductions to the game. So, for example, I can pick what gender I want to pick as. I'm going to be picking as a male for this. Normally, when I generally play, I normally pick as a female for certain reasons. There's different background classes and all that kind of stuff. In case you're interested in playing this, I recommend playing as well, yeah, you can pick whatever class you like, but, you know, each of these have got very interesting beginnings and different backgrounds and all that kind of stuff. You can play as a dwarf, you can play as an elf, you can play as a human. Depending what you pick as, you'll gain different things. By the way, dwarfs can't be mages, so that's why there's no mages in the dwarf section. And yeah, so with the elves, you can be whatever you like. There are a few beginnings for the elf. And with the humans, there's also a few beginnings for the humans, as you can quite clearly see. I'm going to be playing as a human warrior. And that's the beginning I'm going to get. So, I was born into wealth and power, second only to royalty. You find your training in both disciplinary and battle put to the test that your brother leads the bulk of your family's forces to war in the south. Okay, so basically, you are playing as a guy that belongs to a noble family. I'll go with that. You'll see this as we progress. We get to choose a character's name. I'm going to call my character's name... what does he look like? I'm going to call him Arthur. Because he looks like an Arthur. I'm getting Arthur from King Arthur. So that's where I'm getting that from. Greetings. Then you get to choose what your character looks like. I'll give you some of the hairstyles. By the way, for a 2009 game, this has quite a few hairstyles in, so it's you can pretty much go with what you want. I like this one. And I do like to have my character with a bit of a beard. I mean, like, he's quite young. He's only, like, he's not experienced too much, so he only has a small beard. Which we just go with stubble. Let's say he just does a bit of stubble. Actually, let's remove the beard and add in just like a small beard like this. And then we'll change the color to this color here, just so you can see the beard a bit more. And then what we'll do is we'll continue. Oh, and don't worry so much about the voices. What are these goofy characters? But I'll be honest with you, they are all a bit goofy. But you get to choose the character's voice. Don't worry so much about this. You'll never hear the character talk throughout this game. Not properly, at least. I think the one thing that you do want to just double check is the portrait that you get over here, because you'll be staring at that quite a while. I'm going to move him to the left a bit, and I'm going to change the background to like a gold, because, you know, royalty. And then I'm going to click next. And then we get some points. When you're a warrior, or you're anything, I'm going to explain a bit more than I did in my actual video of this, which is on YouTube right now. I'm going to put some on strength. I'm going to put some 4 on cunning. And then I've got a few choices down here. I want to do certain missions in this game. I'm going to really focus on this down here. I won't be leveling up that much in this playthrough because the reason I won't be leveling up that much in this playthrough is because if a certain quest requires me to have, I don't know, trap making, I might need to switch to that later on in the game. But like, you know, so that's why I will save my levels up for certain points in the game. I will then select. Actually, I'll put one on there, which is a shield pummel, and then I'll put one on here, which is a price strike. I'll put one on there. We're gonna, you can play what difficulty you want. I'd say casual or normal if you haven't played it before. But you can go up to nightmare, and nightmare is just like impossible. But for most players, your party is immune to friendly fire. We'll go normal. We'll go normal.
For generations, your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and
What the hell is he doing up there? Get down! Get down!
When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire,
what are you doing sitting up on
your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land.
bloody
Today,
kids.
your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown. Not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No, no. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True, though we both had less grey in our hair then, and we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pup, I didn't see you there. Hal, you remember my son?
I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see you again, lad.
This is where this game really gets into the knack of things. You'll be going through this menu quite a lot, and sometimes you go through this menu and it improves and disapproves how people are affectionate towards you. So you'll gain approval or disapproval. We'll go through that a bit later on, but right now we're just going to select what we want to select. So I see you've grown into a fine young man. Pleased to meet you, lad. I was brought up here for a reason.
Since your brother is leading our forces south and I'm going with the Owl, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
I'm in charge of the castle. How awesome is that? That's so cool. Are you certain? What's involved in such a task?
Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
Oh, here we go. We got Duncan. Hey, Duncan.
It is an
Duncan's
honor to
cool.
be a
Duncan's
guest
a
within
class
your
man.
hall, Tyrn Kuzland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
They're an order of great warriors. They defeated the Darkspawn long ago. He said they were a small order and no longer important. Oh, no, that's not true. Is there a reason I should care? What option shall we go with? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Please pick now. Otherwise, I'll pick for you. 1, 2. Okay, I'll pick. They defeated the Darkspawn long ago.
Not permanently, I fear.
Without their warning of the Darkspawn rising now, half the nation could have been overrun before we'd had a chance to react. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your son is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is one of my sons we're talking about.
Danny says there's a lot of talking in this game. That is very true. That is because these types of games, because they're RPGs have talking in the game. This way back, like I don't know, there's like what over 2,000 lines for most RPGs out there. So there's a lot of talking in this game. Possibly why they haven't voiced this character. Could you imagine how much talking you'd have to do? I think I'd rather like the idea. Is there a reason I should join them? I've no interest in becoming a Grey Warden. I'll go the top one. I'd rather like the idea, Father.
I've not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Of course, don't stray my abilities or anything. I doubt I have to be here for that. Okay, of course.
In the meantime, find Fergus and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
Where is Fergus? Are you trying to get rid of me? But I'd rather like to stay and talk to Duncan.
You'll have plenty of time after we're gone. We must discuss the battle plans in the south. Be a good lad and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
If you listen to all the conversation dialogue options and you pay attention, this game does make more sense and it is a lot more fun. However, okay, which way are we going to go? There are a few things that we do need to talk to, but apart from that, I will skip most of the boring stuff. So
Good
you don't
evening,
have to deal
my
with all the boring stuff. By the way, there are doors all about the place. You might find them like this. These are because they're open doors since maybe 2009. And they didn't quite gather that you could open a door, and yeah, and you know, once the door is open, you can walk through it. If you want to close a door, you have to select on the D-pad if you're on a console, and you just select left and right, and it will select the door, and you can press A and you can close the doors. If you want to open them, you press A to open them because it will automatically lock onto them, and then you can move around and do all that kind of stuff. Some doors, like this door, you can't walk through because there's no button on them. Some doors like this have a lock symbol above them. You can't go through these doors. These doors are locked. They'll say insufficient skill. Basically, I think if you got a really high skill level, you might be able to go through them. They'll be pointless anyway. You can see on the map there's nothing inside that particular room. 1 second. I just got a message. Move chat is blocking power. Oh, okay. I'm going to move the chat to this side of the screen because of situations in this game. That is actually a good idea. All right, okay. Okay. Now there is a thing in this game. How do I put it? Most people that you'll get in this game, because it's a game set in the past, they believe that there is a maker that created everything and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna go talk to these people, and these people are gonna go like, "Oh yeah, maker." So there's prayers and makers. There's a whole religion in this game. So yeah, that's the best way to put it. I'm gonna go to here and go to this book, Industry. That's not it. I'll talk to her. She'll explain everything.
Prepare a place for us. Redeem our world from sin. Forgive our transgressions.
Maker, forgive us all.
There you go, Maker.
Have you come to pray for your brother and father? I'd be happy to ask for the Maker's blessings with you.
Okay. Normally, and as a normal playthrough, I'd probably go through with this because it just feels more believable. Let's see what happens if I don't. If I select, I don't see the point. Shall we select this one and see what happens, just for fun?
I would think a man who desires to spend his life on the battlefield would show more humility.
Yeah, okay. And then just go with the. I don't think anyone's here for. I don't think anyone hears our prayers. Let's go with this. Let's just see.
The prophet Andraste herself once doubted the path before her. Perhaps we should pray as she did. Creator of the heavens, world and seas,
I can't wait
we
to see what
beseech
happens.
you. Your son is astray, lost in the wood of desolation.
Oh, wow. Okay,
May the
never heard this
flame
before.
of your truth guide him home. So let it be.
So we just say nothing.
I sincerely hope your soul is at ease. Now I shall pray for your father and your brother. Join in if your heart compels you. Creator of the sky, the land, and the sea. Hear your people in our time of need.
Let's just continue saying nothing. Let's just see what happens. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Let no man have cause to fear the shadows. Let their souls be lifted upon your return. So let it be.
Say nothing again.
Your faith is silent tonight. I hope you are just deep in reflection. There are many more who must receive the Maker's blessings before they leave. If you would excuse me.
Thank you. I should go.
We shall talk once the soldiers have departed.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. Alright, okay. What else can we do? By the way, if you see anything that sparkles like this, you can collect it. It's books. Don't know why that's important, but you get XP from it. Watch this. Boom, XP. Let's code it up there. I don't know if that was for XP, but yeah, normally you would get XP. Alright, I'm going over this way. We'll go through this door over here.
Oh, my lord, we were just,
Playing cards, were you?
well, the treasury's safe. I'm not even sure why the Tern stationed us here.
Oh, don't worry about it, men. I won't say anything.
We appreciate that, my lord. Thank you.
Again, there's an element of roleplay in this, so you can be in the hands of voicing the character yourself. It's actually, yeah, you just
There
get
you are.
used to it.
Your
There we
mother
go.
told me the Tern had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Why are you looking for me?
I fear your hound has the kitchens in
That's
uproar
what
once
my
again,
sounds like.
and is threatening to leave.
Did the dog get into the larden again?
No matter how the maids try to keep him out, he always finds a way in. You know these Mabari hounds. They listen only to their master. Anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
It's not a stupid dog. It's okay. I'm busy at the moment. I feel like
Your
that's
mother
something.
insists that you take care of this now. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
You know what? I agree. To the kitchen then! Da-da-da-da!
Just follow the yelling. When Nan's unhappy, she makes sure everyone knows it.
We're gonna go through here because I want to talk to this guy over here. This guy is a teacher. He's teaching these guys magic, I think. I'm not too sure.
Hello, my dear boy. By chance, I am beginning to teach these young squires about your family's history.
Do we
right,
have to?
that's what's happening.
History's boring.
Boys, you are referring to the Couslands, the very family in whose castle you live. Show some respect.
It's alright. It is boring.
I see you haven't changed. Perhaps it would benefit you to join our lesson.
Certainly. I'd be happy to. My controller's gone off, so I need to reconnect my controller before we continue. Right. Ugh. Oh, yeah. What's happening? Quite clearly, that battery is also not playing with me. I'll try a third battery. There we go. That one works.
Wonderful. Oh, the Cousland history is long indeed. Where shall we start?
Come to think of it, I have things when was our line founded?
Records are vague. But the Couslands became Tierns during the Black Age. Is that familiar, child?
Certainly, during the... something played.
I'm pleased some of my lessons seem to have stuck. At that time, your family held only the minor title of Ban. When the werewolves reached this area, Ban Mather Cousland organized a curfew and patrols within the city. Several other local bands supported his efforts by swearing oaths of fealty, making him their Tiern.
Time to end the lesson, I think.
Thank you for indulging an old man.
Does that mean we have to listen to you now?
Yes, it
Silence!
does.
I will not
Yes,
have you two becoming smart-mouthed hooligans. Perhaps you should go. I doubt they need any more distraction. I'm just going to settle in here and apparently just talk to myself for all the good.
Yeah, all right, mate. All right. Okay, pick up book. Get as much XP as possible. Yeah, so when I click on things, what XP, 50 XP above my head, right there. Love it. Just keep clicking on things, you get XP. My character is got very little XP right now, but he is starting his journey of XP-ness. I think we'll go through this door here. Just search around, see if there's anything that's worthy of collecting. See if we can maximize our character before we, you know, get anything majorly drastic. See if there's anything down here. I don't think there will be. Insufficient skill, can't enter that area. That is fine. I mean, we have only started off in this game. We haven't done anything. We haven't done anything at all. So anything we do is something. So yeah. Oh, servant.
We will serve you well while the Terran is getting...
I can't get around. I can literally talk to everyone, which I will do because that's who I am. I mean, this is it's going to be a pretty. At the moment, it's going to be pretty boring because I'm just running around talking to people. When I get to the fighting stages, which we will get to, it will be a lot more interesting and more fun. And that won't be too far away. That'll be quite soon. So please pay attention. When does the fighting actually start? Fighting starts in a bit. I'm gonna talk to someone because of, well, you'll see in a second. This is the closest I. All right, here we go.
And my dear Bryce bought this pack from Orlais.
There's a few things we need to do before the fighting starts. I think it's 2 more conversations.
Drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king.
Or is it 3?
Ah, here is my son, along with Sir Gilmore. Tell me, Sir Gilmore, has my pup collared that dog yet?
Not just yet, your ladyship.
Darling, do take care of that. That malodorous hound of yours is an excellent protector, but he drives Nan to distraction.
Father sent me to talk to Fergus.
I'm not asking you to travel to the moon. The kitchen is just around the corner. Sir Gilmore, see that it gets done.
As your ladyship commands.
Good. With any luck, I'll be able to feed my guests before the end of next week.
Yeah.
Darling, you remember Lady Landra?
I do, yeah.
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
Oh, we last met at your mother's. Oh. Of course, it's good to see you again,
You're
milady.
kind, dear boy. Didn't I spend half the salon shamelessly flirting with you?
Right in front of your family, too.
You remember my son, Dyron. I believe you two sparred in the last tourney.
And you beat me handily, as I recall.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
good to see you again, my lord.
It's good to see you. Very good to see you. And you, Darren.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
Hello,
It is
Iona.
an honor, my lord. I have heard many wonderful things about you.
Don't look now, Eleanor. But I believe the girl has a crush on your lad.
Lady Landra.
Hush, Landra. You'll turn the poor thing scarlet.
I can handle my own affairs, thank you.
All evidence to the contrary.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your lordship. Sir Gilmore.
Okay. Right. Okay. We're going to do a little battle. A little training battle. This is where the first fight starts. I'll go with this. Through this door over here.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But, mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of
Fighting
you
in this
useless
game
elves, I
is
swear it.
interesting.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
I'm sorry. We're going to go through this door in a second, and this is where the fighting really starts, or give you an introduction to the fighting. The fighting isn't like your normal games, and I'll explain that as we begin.
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
No, sorry. What a smart boy you are. Oh, yes, you are. There we go.
Oh, encourage the hound, why don't you? No wonder he keeps giving Nan fits. He does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait, do you hear that?
Okay, we also get to name the dog, which is kind of cool. I name all dogs in video games Rex because, R-W-E-X. If that makes no sense to you, it doesn't have to. I just call them all that. I think that's a cool name for dogs in video games.
Quickly, shall we die?
Dead, die. Die. This is fighting. I'm not pressing the A button to kill them. What I'm doing is I'm selecting who I want to attack. And then my game sound is way too high for this.
Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all.
Certainly looks that way.
Those were rats from the Kokari Wilds. Best not to tell Nan. She's upset enough as it is. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Isle's men.
Alright. So we're going to walk out of here. I think we can grab some stuff like owl fruit. This is all stuff that you can use as ingredients for things. And then we'll move on from there. We'll
there
talk to
he is,
Nan.
as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
Actually, he was defending the Larden from rats, big ones.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones.
They'll rip you to shreds, they will.
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead.
Yes, the rats are dead. It's quite a mess, in fact.
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with.
Oh, okay. Wine. Wine.
Don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lord. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
That rat is as big as a cat. It is big as a cat. It's quite a big rat. There's big rats inside that room. Yeah. They're rats from the Canary Wilds. You get used to big stuff in this game. Very, very easily. I hate the spiders. There are spiders in this game. I'm not gonna... Are there spiders in this game? I can't remember if there's spiders in this game or not. I think there is. Giant spiders. I hate giant spiders. Any games that's got giant spiders, you know, is just a figured up. It's just an RPG that hates me. All right, okay. We've done that. We're gonna get to the more developed fighting scene. If it's any... I don't know. How do I put this? Fighting doesn't work as you would. Like, right now, I'm just controlling my character. I'm moving him where I want to move him. If, for example, I wanted him to go through the door, say the door was the enemy. If I wanted the enemy to, so if that door was the enemy, right there, and I wanted to attack the enemy, instead of, you know, as you would in another game, you'd control the actual slashing of the thing. What I would do is I would click the A button, and the character would go over to the enemy and start attacking the enemy. That's how it would work. If I wanted to do a super or a special attack, I would hold the right trigger and select one of the special attacks. I can move my character in battle, but I can't control his actual slashing. It's a bit weird, but it's not hard at all. It gets really easy, and you get used to it.
Be a war papa? Will you bring me back a sword?
That sword, Oren.
Sword? Can I bring you back a sword? A sword?
Back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little brother to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
I should wait outside just to let me know when you two are finished. No darkspawn could harm for you two are nauseating me. I should wait outside.
Stay. I'd like to say farewell.
I bring you a message. Father wants you to leave without him.
Then the Owl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many darkspawn to behead. So little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
Off we go, off we go, off we go.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
A good shield would be more useful, obviously.
Make us sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands, and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Oren. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, maker's breath. I swear it's like living with a pack of small boys.
I'll miss you, Mother dear. You'll take care of her, brother, won't you?
You can count on me.
Oh, good. How thrilling to know I'm so well taken care of.
Enough, enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
Alright, okay. Again, more books, so more XP. I don't know how much XP we got right now. I think we got a bit of XP. So yeah, we're about to level up any second. Oh, well that's a bit... Yeah, I think we're on the cuffs of leveling up. I think the moment we kill our first bad guy, we'll be ready to level up. Okay, cutscene. This cutscene can happen in many ways, but not this one, the next one. But no, anyway. What's gonna happen? What's happening? Could there be something bad? There we go. Yeah. What's wrong, boy? Is there someone out there?
My lord, help me! The castle is under attack!
Okay. So yeah, this is how the game fighting works. Quick little bash, and it works beautifully.
Very well. It's begun. I shall do as you say. Shall we do as you say? Very well. It's begun. I shall do. Very
There we
well.
go. There's the level up.
It's begun. We'll see you end up bleeding, as you say. I'll bleed for this.
Darling, I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst. Are you hurt?
I'm fine. What's going on?
The scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door. Did you see their shields? Those are Hal's men.
Danny,
Why
if
did
you're
they
still
attack us?
watching, are you a big fan of video games with a lot of speech in and a lot of dialogue, or do you just prefer the fighting? What's your opinion on RPGs? This game definitely gives off 2000 vibes. 2009 vibe. It gives you off 2009 lines of dialogue as well. He betrayed father. He attacks the. Yeah.
You don't think Hal's men were delayed? On purpose? That bastard. I'll cut his lying throat myself. Have you seen your father? He never came to bed.
She should have gone to war instead, shouldn't she? I haven't. I was in my room.
We must find him.
Maybe you should stay here.
I most certainly will not. I am no Orlesian wallflower. Give me a sword and I'll use it. Now let's go.
Wow. Okay, she's all ready to battle, isn't she?
Perhaps we can.
Okay, I'm getting what's in the trunk because it's, you know, stuff.
Some of your father's belongings in the trunk.
Is she? No, she is not. Okay. We're gonna try and kill as many people as possible. There we go. Ah, oh, look at that. Oh, pity.
No! My little Oren. What manner of fiend slaughters innocents?
Don't worry, the kid's probably evil. It's fine. I'll make them pay. Why would they do this? Don't look, Mother.
Oh, I'll look. I'll remember this day when Hal dies screaming like the dog he is. Oh, poor fuckers. Let's go. I don't want to see this.
We will... Yep. Okay.
More enemies ahead.
We do meet Hal later on in the game. So it's, this is only a temporary setback before I, take him completely down. Okay, die. It's definitely a very slashy, attacky game kind of thing. I'm very much, this is what this is to me right now, and I like this. There are glitches in this game. Like, this game does have a few glitches in, but you don't, there's not a lot of them. There's not a lot of them, which is very well, because they didn't just do this game. They took themselves time and they made this game proper. If you're wondering what era this game came out in, it came out after Mass Effect. So Mass Effect was already a playable game. It was made by the same people that made Mass Effect. So you do get a few callbacks from either game.
Can you hear the fighting? Hal's men must be everywhere.
Of course I can hear the fighting. What should we do? What should we do? I don't know. What should we do?
That's where your father must be.
Let's go.
If Hal's men are inside, they must already control the castle. We must use the servants' entry in the larder to escape. Do you hear me?
I hear you. I hear you. I heir you. I hear you. I want Hal dead.
Then survive and visit vengeance upon him.
All right. Vengeance time. Let's go.
The castle has fallen! I'm getting out of here!
Ooh. Don't be a coward. Stand and fight.
Yes, my lord. Here they come.
I don't know why I told him to do that. He's going to die.
Don't give them the advantage.
Very well. As you said, it shall be done. I shall do it. You're dead. It's begun. It shall be done. As you said.
No, don't go over there. You're going to die. You literally. I kind of want to protect him right now. Come on, please live, please live, please live. I'm having such a time of making sure that that guy lives. He lived. He survived. The normal person survived. What an absolute legend. Is there any inside here? Oh yeah, there's loads of inside here. Oh, there we go. Hi. I'm here to kill you. Bash. And then give you a little stab. There you go. Nice little stab for you. Nice little stab to you. A little bit of a shield bash. Boom. Knock you down. Yeah, there you go. One thing that's a glitch is when missions update in this game. I'd suggest not picking stuff up these people unless the actual fight's finished. Which normally you can't do that, but you can select in the middle of battlefield if you want to pick stuff up. I recommend not doing that if you're thinking on this game. All right, here we go. Another battle. I don't know if or what your experience is on the stream, but like for a 2009 game, this isn't bad for graphics. I mean, I've seen a lot worse. I mean, they're not the greatest thing in the world, but they're alright. Mabari Warhound is going to get attacked. You're going to die if you keep going straight forward.
Shall be done. Very well, as you say.
Okay, he's alive still, which is cool. That's a good thing. Is there anyone through this room? Like, I'm playing this to the point of trying to.
You will be avenged, old sage. I
Yeah.
swear.
So you get loads of talking in one go, and then you get a load of fighting in one go. I mean, it's not like, you know, when you're like having a bit of a tour, you get introduced to the city, all that kind of stuff, and then the big war happens, and then big war happens. That's what this game's like. That's exactly what this game's like. I'm gonna go through here, see if there's anything through
Nothing
here.
close to the treasury. The Kuzlan family blade lies inside. Here, darling, take my key. That blade cannot fall into Hao's hands.
I mean, you could just open it
Sever
yourself.
his treacherous head.
The task is finished.
The Kudlan's Treasury, yeah. So this is a mission that you'll only get if you come down here. If you don't come down here, you don't get that mission. This is a completely optional place just for people that run down here. It's an extra bit of thing. And yeah, like, why not? I've just got that, which means I can now I can now go to the menu of my game and I can change my outfit. So I don't want to wear this anymore. I want to wear that. Oh, these things are extra cool things. These are add-ons. I need 38 strength to wear Dragon Age armor. Sorry, Dragon Blood armor, but yeah, you get the idea. Family sword and which one's the shield? That requires 3 strength. Okay, that's kind of cool. Oh wait, what was that? What was that at the bottom there? Shield of Higher shield. Yeah, okay. So we just because we came on here, we now look and are a little bit more armored up. Just because we came on there. And did we complete that mission as well? Was that a mission that we completed? I'm not going to go down there. All right, there we go. Find your family before it's too late. So we've actually completed 3 missions, which is the Kuzlan Treasury. Just a little bit extra just by going down there. Burn them all, Danny says. Absolutely, we will. We'll be burning them all. We're doing a lot more than that by the time we get done with this game.
Shall be done. As you say.
These aren't even the main bad guys. Okie dokie. Ash Quinn Warrior. Hi, I've just finished the second game for the second time. Currently got 158 hours of Inquisition at the moment. Honestly, Inquisition is the longest of the game. I will give you that, buddy. Oh my, like, that game is a game and a half. That is, I mean, Dragon Age Origins, it's fun. So is Dragon Age 2. But you'll understand what I mean. Like, Dragon Age 2 is its own place in the Dragon Age. The Dragon Age Inquisition is it's massive. I'm surprised you completed it within that. I do way. I think my Dragon Age Inquisition gameplay time is something at around something like 200 and something, like 250 hours, because I'll just explore the same place over and over again, and just for like getting literally anything. For anyone who doesn't know, and I'm pretty sure Ash Quinn will probably agree with this, it's a game very much about, there's a lot of exploring in Inquisitions. You do want to explore in these games. Yeah. Question for you, Quinn, if you're currently watching still and you haven't randomly just left. Okay, brilliant. Okay, I've not finished the. Which Dragon Age games have you actually like full on completed? Have you just like done Inquisitions, or have you played Origins, Dragon Age 2? Which Dragon Age games have you played? Because this one right here, this is like 3 or 4 games in one. This is. I think it was it. I am okay. You've done 1, 2, and 3. From rotate that, I think that means Origins, number 2, and Inquisitions. Have you played? Sorry, just an odd question because I love every portion of this game. Have you played Awakening? That is the one in between that slots between Origins and 2, and it's a very interesting story. I actually quite like that one. It's a very short story compared to the rest, but I think it's really cool. Yeah, I'd say. So you're massive Dragon Age fan. I think one of the things I like about Inquisitions, I don't know if you'll agree with me on this. I'll be pausing my game quite a lot because I'm just having a Dragon Age natter.
Go, man the gate. Keep those bastards out as long as you can. Your ladyship, my lord.
I like Inquisitions
I was certain Hal's men
because there's a certain amount of like where you get to rule and have a bit more commandership compared to the rest of the games. Like this one's cool, but you're in a campsite and you're kind of meant to be the hero and savior of the world. So it's like, yeah, it's cool and I get that, but yeah, it feels like you're an outcast a little bit, and yeah, it makes sense. But it completely flips in Inquisitions where you're now like the ruler and you're the king. You have a bit more command over it. I haven't done that yet, but gonna do it. Just got the DLC PC because Xbox only at first. Okay. I mean, yeah, to be honest with you, yeah. It is a long game. It's a long and divided game, Inquisitions. Right, okay. They did get through.
They killed Oriana.
Ah.
And Oren. I can't believe. Are you injured?
Don't worry about me, ladyship. Thank the Maker, you two are unharmed. When I realized
currently playing them all again on PC. Are you excited for the new and it's changed from Dreadwolf to Veilguard? I think it's called Veilguard. It's now called Dragon Age Veilguard. I think I like the name change because it's now more of a mystery. What are your thoughts on the new game that's going to get announced on the 11th of June? Are you going to watch it, or do you want to complete these games and watch it afterwards? Or do you not know about it? I mean, honestly, yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Honestly, I'm so excited for it. One of the reasons I'm getting back into Dragon Age right now is just because that game is like right around the corner. Oh. We need to find Father. We do. We need to find Father.
The turn, he'd been badly wounded. I urged him not to go, but he was determined to find you. He went towards the kitchen. I believe he thought to find you at the servants' exit in the larder.
Bless you, Sir Gilmore. Make her watch over you.
Make her watch over us all.
Make her watch over us all. They don't tell you the Maker's actually all that he's the big bad guy of all the games. He'll appear at the end of Veilguard and he'll be the Maker and he'll pop out and go, I'm the true bad guy.
Did you not hear, Sir Gilmore? We must go while we can.
More enemies ahead.
Getting in. You've done. Nice. Right, okay. I don't know. One thing I find a bit like interesting between 2 and Origins, like there's you got Awakenings and Origins, and you've got number 2 and Inquisitions. And as much as I love all of the games in their own right, you a fan of the conversation dialogue options in the first Origins era, or do you prefer the dialogue options in the new era where your character actually talks? Because Hawk talked quite a lot, whereas in this game, it's very much like you are voicing the character yourself. I mean, well, what are your thoughts about that? Because personally, I think I kind of like... Because I think I like the Origins, just because I just have a little bit more... I'm a bit more old school that way. Let's go in this room here. I got an iron ring. I'll be distracted constantly in this game. This game is like distraction heaven. First and second, absolutely. You can definitely see, like, in the later games, like, in, like, number 2, but you can see it more in number 3, how BioWare likes to push out their dialogue wheel from Mass Effect and make that the main dialogue options for all. I'm still alive as a dog. I'm surviving this game as a dog. I've never been more distracted, but I'm gonna complete this game as a dog. Whee! I don't normally die in these games. I'm just not really concentrating. But I just did that as a dog. That was cool. All right, awesome. Let's go through this last room. I will just natter and generally just pick up everything I see. This is so fun. All right. Okay. Let's just see my thing. Most people would level up by now. I'm not leveling up because I'm fully aware that if I get past here... Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay. I'm absolutely fine. Okay. I didn't even think. All right, okay. We're going through here. This is where the game gets more interesting. Let's just double check. Oh, there's a barrel. I gotta pick the barrel up. Love it. It's what these games are about. I'll just pick up all the things. I think you always like one thing. You always pick up one thing more than other things. For me, it's owl fruit. I love owl fruit. I'll just pick up loads of owl fruit everywhere. Garnets. Garnets are the ones that you have to pick up. You have to always pick up garnets. I think that's what it is.
You both are. I was
Bryce.
wondering when you would get here.
Maker's blood, what's happening? You're bleeding.
Hal's men found me first. Almost did me in right there.
Why is Hal doing this?
He can't get away with this. The king will...
Bryce, we must get you out of here.
I won't survive the standing, I think.
That's not true. You'll be fine.
My boy. If only Will could make it so.
Once Hal's men break through the gate, they will find us. We must go.
Someone must reach Fergus. Tell him what has happened.
And take vengeance.
Yes. Vengeance.
Bryce, no. The servant's passage is right here. We can flee together, find you healing magic.
The castle is surrounded. I cannot make it.
I'm afraid the turn is correct. House men have not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle. Getting past will be difficult.
You are Duncan, then? The Grey Warden?
Yes, your ladyship. The turn and I tried to reach you sooner.
My youngest son helped me get here. Maker be praised.
I am not surprised.
Are you going to help us, Duncan?
Whatever is to be done now, it must be quick. They are coming.
Duncan, you are under no obligation to me, but I beg you, take my wife and son to safety.
I will, your lordship, but I fear I must ask for something in return.
Anything.
What is happening here pales in comparison to the evil now loose in this world. I came to your castle.
I'm sure they will, Danny. I'm sure they will.
The Darkspawn threat demands that I leave with one.
I understand.
You fought your way to me through Hal's men. I think the Maker's intention is clear. I will take the Tyrna and your son to Ostagar to tell Fergus and the king what happened. Then, your son joins the Grey Wardens.
So long as
out of all the characters that you've seen so
I
far,
offer you a place within the Grey Wardens.
Is Duncan not the best character in the whole game? Like, for me in the Origins, it's like he's in it so little, but he's just the best character, and he intros this game ever so nicely.
We must leave quickly then.
Bryce, are you sure?
Our son will not die of Hal's treachery. He will live and make his mark on the world.
Darling, go with Duncan. You have a better chance to escape without me.
I love the father figure that...
Hush, Bryce.
whoever
I'll kill every
that
bastard
Duncan
that comes
is
through
to
that door to buy them time.
these characters.
But I won't abandon you.
Mother, are you sure you want to do this?
My place is with your father, at his side to death and beyond.
I'm so sorry it's come to this, my love.
We had a good life and did all we could. It's up to our children now.
Then go, pup. Warn your brother. Know that we love you both. You do us proud.
They've broken through the gates. We must go now.
Goodbye, darling.
Dun dun dun! What's gonna happen next? If you played this game, you know.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands
There
to
we
the
go.
ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kaelin, I didn't expect
a royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty
What are
Duncan at
your
my
thoughts
side in
on the
battle after
voice
all.
actors for?
Glorious. The other wardens
Kaelin?
told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
You know what?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
No need, Duncan.
I've never
You
actually
are
thought
Bryce's
about
youngest,
this because
are
I've
you
never
not?
actually properly.
I don't think we've ever actually met.
Yeah. They've chosen all the voice actors in this game quite well. For me, Duncan is very much like this kind of like leader, kind of like. You need a character with a bit of a growl. I mean, if it's not him, it's Liam Neeson. But that's I think Liam Neeson was just completed his work on Fallout at the time, so I don't imagine Liam Neeson would be in this game. I imagine, yeah, I think the growly voice of Duncan is great. I think the fact that you like. One of the things I always find funny is you get to pick your character's voice at the beginning of this game. I don't see... he's not going to be in the next one. I mean, the drama. Cool. For me, honestly, Kaelin, he's such a calm king. He's like, he's overly confident. I mean, he's meant to sound overly confident, but he's also meant to sound kind and calm at the same time. I think that's a very good character. Well, the voice acting is definitely pulling that off for me. However, I think my favorite character, my voice character in this game is, if it's not Alistair, who does get annoying after a while, if you talk to him too much, it would be Logan. Logan is generally one of the perfect voice actors for his character, which we will get to when we get to talking to Logan. What is your favorite voice acted character in this game? Cullen is Cullen the Night Captain. This is King Kaelin. Cullen's the other character. Oh yes, that's right. This is King Kaelin. I'm getting them mixed up for a second. Cullen is the knight. Yeah. Is he in more than one of the games? I can't remember if Cullen's in more than one of the games. I feel like he's in at least 2 of the games, if I'm correct. Yes, he is in 2 of the games. He's the guy. He's the guy in Inquisitions, isn't he? I've just searched him up. I know who he is. Yeah. Okay. I can't remember his voice. I think he's kind of like... I know who he plays, and I know what he does. He's in all 3, 1, 2, and 3. Yes, I thought so. I wasn't quite sure if he's in number 2. I remember him being in number 1 and number 3. Yeah, he's great. I don't know if I'm gonna say he's the most memorable character to pick voices off. I think if you had to pick the characters to pick voices off, and you were like, okay, who's the best character for the voices? I'd say Morrigan is probably the most unique voice in this whole series. And even though I don't think she's in number 2. I don't remember if she's in number 2. I don't think she's in number 2. I know her mother's in number 2. Won't go into that. But I love how you have absolutely. I know certain points of what I'm talking about. He's in the first game at the circle. He's the I know where he is. He's in the Mage's Tower at one point. Yes, Your Majesty. My name is Arthur.
Your brother has already arrived with High Ever's men, but we are still awaiting your father.
Because he's going to be King Arthur or some other. She also does Farscape. Farscape. Wait, what? How do I not know what that is? She also does... Right, yeah. Flemeth. I'm not saying who Flemeth is for people who are watching the stream or, or that kind of stuff, but, not Flemeth, Morrigan. Oh, okay. I'm a little bit confused. One moment. I need to put the stream on pause for a second.
One of us is gonna get hurt. You got your madness, and I'm good at bad habits. Oh, one of us is gonna get hurt. I'm not one to trust, ask anyone, and you will see it. I live for the thrill. I'm dead serious, it's you or me, you best believe it. This is not a drill. This is fatal attraction. These are times of crowds of passion. One of us.
Okay, that's better. Sorry about that. Let me get back into this. I was getting messaged in like 2 places, which is kind of weird. Voice actor for Morrigan is in Farscape. I've never played Farscape. So I've never dipped into that. Is that? Oh, that's a series. I've never seen that series, but now that you've mentioned that, now I'm gonna have to watch that series just to find out because I have to do a video on that as well. I mean, if it's good, I don't know what it's about. It could be anything. I'm being taken for a ride right now. I don't. Right. Okay. He's not coming. He died at Arcas. He died when Arcas was taken.
Dead?
Oh.
What do you mean? Duncan, do you know anything about this?
Terran Cousland and his wife are dead, Your Majesty. Arl Howe has shown himself a traitor and overtaken High Ever Castle. Had we not escaped, he would have
Morrigan
killed us
is
and told
an
you any
absolute
story
class
he wished.
voice character in this game, and so is her mother, whoever plays Flemeth. She's also an awesome character. And she makes an appearance in this game, and then she looks totally different in the future. I don't know if that's meant to happen, but yeah.
No doubt you wish to see your brother. Unfortunately, he and his men are scouting in the wilds.
But he may be in danger.
We are all in danger, my friend. Nothing can be done until your brother returns, and that will not be until the battle is over. I apologize, but there's nothing more I can do. All I can suggest is that you vent your grief against the Darkspawn for the time being. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent.
I'm not too sure about what you think. I think Flemeth in this game is just more scarier than the future games. Just because she looks more innocent in this game, and I think that the innocence just makes it feel a bit more scary. I didn't realize things were going so well.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but
oh, it's a true blight, my friend.
No sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
Yes, you don't sound very reassured. Yeah, you don't sound very reassured.
Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Then maybe we should move quickly.
Yes, we should proceed with the ritual.
What do you need me to do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Your hound can stay with me while I attend to some business. The Grey Warden tent is on the other side of this bridge. You will find us there should you need to.
Okay, there's a couple of things that I want to do before we actually go out to the wild and all that kind of stuff. Also, we leveled up. Is this the level up I'm on about? I think you got strength 20. Yeah. This is where we get to level up our character and decide what we want our points to go on. Now, you can do speech. I don't know whether I want to do speech or whether I want to do stealing. I feel like I want to do speech right now and then do stealing second, but I will need to do speech at some point, so I might as well start on speech. Or do I want to do... I don't know if I want to do certain other things. I don't know. I'm not too sure just yet. I'm going to leave that for now. I'll get back into that later. I feel like as soon as I've done so much, then I'll be ready to skill up. But right now, I'm not that bothered about putting skills to my character until I get to a certain part of this game. Because this game gets a little bit more interesting as we proceed with skills. I'm going to go up here first.
So, any last wishes I can help
because I can talk to some people.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
No, I haven't.
I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
I'll see what I can do.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
The Hungry Deserter.
Lucky
dog. Nice little mission.
You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
Who is the prisoner exactly?
They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right?
I should go.
Maybe you could find me some ale? This duty wouldn't be so bad if I was drunk. Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine. All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before
I mean,
he
we
hangs.
need to give him some food if we
Don't know
can,
why
right?
you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm going to say it was you. Just so you know.
I'm actually going to recruit Alistair quickly before we carry on with that guy, because, well, I'll explain in just a second. Because we get approval points, and we're going for approval points in this whole game. We'll be going for approval points. So I'll speak to Alistair quickly.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to.
He's
going to
die in the end. Is he? I mean, it depends. It depends how you play. Depends how you
What her
play.
reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Oh, by the way,
Forgiveness does
in your
you no
playthrough,
credit.
as you're playing the game,
Here I thought we
what
were
character are you
getting
playing
along
as? Are you
so
playing
well.
as a
I was even going to
mage,
name
a
one of my children
warrior,
after you.
female,
The
male?
grumpy
What's your character type?
Enough. I will speak
Mine
to
is
woman
normally,
if I must.
I'm playing as a male
of my way,
warrior for this. Normally, I'm a female warrior.
One good thing about
in my normal
life is
playthroughs.
how it brings people together.
Exactly. By the way, Danny on the other end there, what would you do? Would you play, what type of character would you play as? Would you play as male, female? Would you be a warrior, mage, or a thief? How would you play this game, by the way? Sorry. What? You're a very strange... done a female mage and a female warrior. Okay. To be fair, both of them are probably pretty class standouts. I mean, to be fair, I've never done... I don't think... I've tried to do a mage. I find a mage a bit tricky because, you know... because there are times when a mage just doesn't have the strength to defend themselves. I think when a mage gets strong, they're very strong, though. Sorry, what?
Oh, nothing. Just trying to find a bright side to all this. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
We haven't met. You must be Alistair.
And that makes you Duncan's new
Inquisition
recruit, I
or
suppose.
female.
Glad to
Mage,
meet you.
warrior.
As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you.
My favorite
when you
is
prepare for
rogue.
joining.
Mage, warrior second. My favorite is rogue. Okay. Okay. Let's go on with it then.
Eager, are we? Anyhow,
I play as a female
whenever you're
warrior
ready,
in
let's
the
get back to
first
Duncan.
game normally.
I imagine he's eager to
and
get
then
things
in the
started.
second game, I normally do the opposite, and I'm a male mage. And then in the third game, I've done a warrior, and I didn't like being a warrior, so I think I went to mage in the third game, but because you get introduced to species again in the third game. I think one of them's like one of the really strong ones with the horns. I can't remember what they're called because I haven't played it in ages. I played as one of those because I thought they looked cool. I don't normally play as those, but like I played once and I found it quite funny to actually play the game with that. Let's go.
If you have any questions, let me know.
Oh,
Otherwise,
are they
lead on.
Quinari, aren't they? I think they're Quinari, aren't they? I'm not too sure. Which class are they made as characters compared to what we have in like this game? Because the Quinaris in this game are not really that anything. They just sort of like normal people. Female age romance fairies, so it's worth it. I'm gonna stand on this chair as I talk to the prisoner.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Yeah, I got you some food, bro.
Much obliged.
Sten
What
is
kind
one.
soul you are.
Does Sten make an
And Andraste
appearance
herself
in
rain blessings
Inquisitions?
upon
I
you.
don't know. I feel like I don't know if he does or not, but I don't know if he looks different.
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
But I want to go to the main army camp.
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
Yeah, but I want to go to the main army camp.
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
Yeah, but I want to go to the main army camp.
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
I could be here all day doing that. Wounded soldier, hi.
You may not want to remain here long, Warden. Most of these men have been taken by the dark.
Okay, let's have a look-see of what we've got going on.
You there, elf. What's your name?
My name is not an elf. Call me an elf.
Think again.
We'll come to you later. Actually, I'll tell you what, we'll talk to you right now.
Excuse me, I must get the hounds ready for battle.
Make her a bow.
Okay, we'll talk to Logan first quickly, and then we'll talk.
The
Then
tent
we'll
of
go out for an
Logan.
adventure.
State your business.
So it could be, in the new one. Sorry, Sten. He has replaced the kin. So he could be in the new one. It'd be really cool if Sten made a reappearance. I'd like to see Sten again. Tell me about Terran. Is the Terran inside? What's he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activities.
Persuade. Surely you can tell me a little about him.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly.
Oh, okay. Talk quietly.
The king have been arguing for days. The Terran's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Terran speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Terran Logang tells him. Without the Terran, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
Okay, I'd like an audience with the Terran. That's from what I have read.
You have a
I mean,
message for him?
honestly, anything could happen in the next game, but with the fact that they changed it from Veilguard now, because like with Dreadwolf, we
Yes,
know
what
who
is
the
it?
Dreadwolf
Oh,
is,
you're
and I'm
Duncan's
kind of
new Grey
glad
Warden,
that they
I assume.
mixed it up a little bit. To be honest with you.
Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
Oh yes, a fascination you don't share.
The Wardens are impressive, but not as relevant as Kaelin thinks. You look familiar. Have I seen you at the Lands meet?
My Terran was Terran Fire. Oh yes, he
The
was.
king told me of his promise. I'm certain he has every intention of following it through. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
I certainly hope so.
Here for the glory, huh? Fair enough. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sword.
I'm excited to see what is in store in Veilguard. I'm excited to see if they actually have a date, finally, because we've been waiting for so long for a date.
Then simply pray.
My heart broke on the last one with the Alf. I can't remember the ending of the last one.
You found Alistair, did you?
I know there's some
Alistair,
drama.
you're ready to
There's a
begin
lot of
preparations.
drama.
Assuming, of course, that you're
And
quite
there's a
finished
lot
riling
of
up the
things that
mages,
they have to
Alistair.
do in that
What can I
particular
say? The
game.
revered mother ambush.
So that things
Waste
that get
wield,
like
wield,
one of the
wield.
things that I love about Dragon
She
Age
forced
compared
you
to
to
a lot of
assassinate
games,
us,
and
did
they did this
We
back
cannot
in
afford to
like
antagonize anyone,
ages and
Alistair.
ages ago.
We don't need to give
They
anyone
have to
more
do different
ammunition
storylines
against
to
us.
match up
I
with
apologize
different
for
things.
I'll
So
go collect who we're
depending how you play the previous ones, you get to choose a lot of
This is
backstory
Sejori,
before that game
a knight
starts.
from Redcliffe.
How'd you do?
And this here is Davith, a fellow from Denerim.
That's me. I'm a fellow.
And this, of
He's a
course,
fellow,
is the
he
recruit
is.
that Duncan said he was bringing.
I'm Arthur. Pleased to meet you.
Now then, since you're all
You're such a
here, we
polite
can
character.
begin. You four will be heading into the Kokari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
Okay, go into the wilds. Isn't that surely you couldn't have acquired some blood before now? Finally, some action.
Without a doubt.
Generally, that's what this game's like.
Darkspawn are
Finally, some
renowned for their
action.
willingness to offer up their blood. There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
Find the archives and the 3 bars. Understood.
The scrolls contain treaties promising support. Treaties that may prove valuable in the days to come. Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Tainted blood. Grey Warden's cache. Right, here we go.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The
We
gate's
do.
open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Oh yeah, wolves, yeah. More wolves, more wolves. Always wolves when you enter this place. Love it. Right, nicely on all those wolves. You can pick up all the wolf pubs. I don't know what they do. I don't think they really do anything. To be completely fair. It's the garnets we're trying to get. So I will be searching out for the garnets. Ooh, a letter. A letter to Joy. We'll be continuing. Ooh, a dying soldier.
Who is that?
It's
Grey
me.
Wardens.
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My
You from the
scouting
UK?
band was
Yes, I'm
attacked
from the
by
UK.
Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
Let's try to bandage him up at least.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the 4 of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward.
Oh, okay, that's
this
cool.
This is foolish and reckless.
So, yeah.
We should go back.
I'm more from the, well, I don't know, Midlandsy, Birmingham kind of area. Overcoming these dangers is part of our test. We'll just fight our way out of trouble. You sound like a cat. You sound like a coward to me.
I am simply trying to stay alive. You do not see me fleeing, do you?
A bit of fear isn't unnatural, you know. Few relish meeting Darkspawn up close. I know I don't.
I was gonna say mid. Lol. Let's just get this over with.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
I love how he's so happy about that. We might die, but at least we'll be warned about dying. How happy is that?
So
lovely.
let's get a move on.
Level up. Okay. Can the characters level up, or is it just me? All right. Yeah, I'm not leveling up yet. I'm waiting. Saving my levels later. All right. Okay. What's happening over here? Oh, is there more stuff to collect? Oh, is this the wolves? Those are the wolves. Okay. Right. So where are we heading to?
You can even smell their breath. As you say. Very well.
I just love all of the people. Love it. I think when you're like used to a game's how a game like Dragon Age is very particular. Like if you're used to how Dragon Age 1 and how Dragon Age 2 is, Inquisition, when you first start playing it, to me in particular, it can get a bit tricky to get used to if you're unaware of how quests work in that game. But once you understand, it gets quite simple. You just take some time to get used to like going, okay, how to, you know, because it's a bit weird tracking quests in that game compared to the previous.
White with
but,
a red center.
it's not at the same time.
The Kennel Master
It's
Ostigar
like,
was
you gotta get
asking
used
about
to it.
those.
Okay. I just love. It's in Alistair. Alistair's great and annoying at the same time. Why did he want them?
The Kennel Master said this flower can help dogs that get sick from biting Darkspawn. At any rate, he was offering a reward if someone went into the wilds and brought him one. Might want to think about it is all.
Yeah, we're collecting one, and we're collecting a few. Actually, we'll collect a few. Darkspawn. Eliminate the Darkspawn menaces. The first time I played the second game, it took me 40 odd hours. Now it takes me 20. To be honest with you, the second game is definitely the smallest. I don't know if I love the story, but it feels very condensed compared to some of the others. Like, I think with all of the games, with every single one of the games, they do make the... And I'm not going to go too much into this or say exactly what it is, just in case people watch this or in after stream, but they do make sure that the ending, the bad guys that you battle, like the final boss battles, they make the boss battles really good in these games. Like, they make them really dramatic. They were cheap on the areas. Yeah, definitely cheap on the areas. Although, to be honest with you, they do improve your zone. Like, you do get to have a house in the second one, which is nice. In the first one, you just get camped. In the second one, you get a bit of an upgrade. Also, in the second one, like in the first one, there's progression, but in the second one, there's a lot of time progression. Like, you do see your character age up. I think I don't know how long the span is. I think it's what, 10 years, is it, or something in the second one, where you go like I think the game takes like 10 years in the actual lives of the game. Like I think Hawk ages up like loads in that game. I don't know if you do this just for immersion, but like because I think you can change his beard. So I'll play the game, and every time a new chapter comes, I'll change what Hawk looks like just a little bit. Yes, he does. He does in the DLC. You can change his beard in the DLC. That's how I do it. 10 years, yeah. So it does make a bit of a thing, doesn't it? Because if Hawk appears in Inquisitions, and maybe he appears in this new one as well, maybe like the Grey Warden you play as in this game You've got to imagine he could generally be. He is, yeah, I agree. But the Grey Warden in this game, in the next game, he could be like 20 years older from what he started at, because it's been like at least. It would kind of match up as well. I'd say what, 15 years? It's a if this is 15 years from Origins, the new Veilguard game, if the Grey Warden does appear, it could line up with the Grey Warden being 15 years older than he was in the original. I could see that happening. Because this game did come out in 2009. So it could match up. I had no idea. I know there are some other quests here. I might ignore some of them. I normally wouldn't. I don't know. It's because it's because I probably spend like 3 hours just searching everything and picking everything up normally. I will probably get distracted and probably do that. Oops. But I do want to get on with this game. No, it's straight after the Blight, so 10 years. Okay. Yes. Yes, because Hawk and his family flee from Lothering, is it? I think that's it. And I've been caught in 2 bear traps. Barracks. Okay. I mean, the new game's been in development for a while, so. Oh my god. Okay, okay. Varric. Do you like Varric or do you hate Varric as a character? I think he's like Marmite. You either like him or you hate him. My god. Nerds are cool. I've always like, I know they won't do this. Okay, I know they absolutely. I'm just okay. I know that this is not going to happen. However, I would like this. I would like this to happen. However, I don't think this is going to happen. There is a link between Mass Effect. Wish I could have love it. I mean, to be honest with you, Inquisitions, that would be quite a cool possibility if you could have them as a companion, and yeah. Yeah, alright, okay. Here's my thing, just go with this. There have been some like very slim Mass Effect drops, and there have been some very slim Dragon Age drops quite recently at the same time. I don't want to say anything, like it's just my thing, but in Mass Effect 2, you go into a place and you see a statue of one of the ogres from this game, and I see that, and I keep thinking, all this Dragon Age stuff, they're not on Earth. They're in a completely different planet to what Earth would be. Could potentially, I don't think they will. I don't think they will, but could you imagine if the Normandy or something landed on a planet and it just so happened to be the Dragon Age world? I mean, could you imagine those two games combining? It's not impossible, considering the fact that Mass Effect is space and you could literally land anywhere, and this is a planet that you could land on. I mean, it may be ancient times, but then again, like, it could be ancient, but that isn't, like, every planet has ancients. Too much money to keep it separate. Absolutely. But in my head, there is a point where I think it would be super cool if Commander Shepard and Hawk were in the same game as each other. I think that would be, for me, that would be cool. Okay, we're gonna go talk to. We're gonna go to the Witch of the Wilds. Here we go. We're opening the chest up. We're gonna see what's inside.
Well, well.
Oh, it's Morgan.
What have we here?
Hey.
Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely
Morgan
an intruder?
is
Come into these darkspawn
potentially one of the best characters in the franchise.
What say you?
I don't like.
Scavenger
Okay.
or intruder?
The reason being, and it's not due to the beginning of this game. At the beginning of this game, she's kind of this mysterious figure. That's fine. I've seen many mysterious figures. It's who she is in one of the DLC packs that really I like the most, because it's in one of the DLC packs, she walks through an Alluvian and she kind of has this kind of like speech, and she kind of like ends who the Grey Warden is. She ends that character's arc. So she has such a big intro into the character's arc and a big outro from the character's arc at the same time. It's so like, I think she's a great character to the Grey Warden, and it's kind of like they match up completely as characters. But that's if you're I would imagine that that's if you're like a human male in that sense. I am neither. The Grey Wardens once owned this tower.
'Tis a tower no longer. The Wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go?
Yeah, on the other hand, she
Why
does, like,
are they here?
Morgan and Alistair very much are opposite sides of the same coin. They're both great characters, but they couldn't be more opposite.
And that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wild, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the Wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there, handsome lad.
If anything, Morrigan is like, every good story has a twist, and Morrigan and Alistair, I'd like to say, are the twist of this story. Not a fan of the last bit, if you know what I mean. Yeah, no, I completely understand. It is the twist in the story, but I do get where you're coming from. You can call me Arthur.
And you may call me Morrigan, if you wish. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easy.
Yeah, but that doesn't just... The thing is, the last bit at the end of this game,
I will not, for it was not I.
as well as it being a whole complex, complicated situation, and I do completely see where you're coming from, it even impacts, that decision impacts as well inquisitions, depending how that event goes. And it's a big whole mix-up in the whole thing altogether. Can you take us to her?
There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
I wonder if Morrigan or Flemeth are going to be in the next game. I imagine they would.
Greetings.
In some
Mother.
form. I don't know if they're going to be major characters.
I see them, girl.
I feel like Flemeth
Much as
is.
I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing. Least of
If
all
there is an
believe.
age drop,
Shut one's eyes tight or open
I wonder
one's
what
arms
happens
wide.
to.
Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you.
I'm
We
not
shouldn't be
happens to
talking
all of
to
them.
her.
Quiet, Dareth. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Do you possess a different viewpoint? Or do you believe as the others do?
I believe you have something we need. I'm no fool, if that's what you're asking. I'm not sure. Okay. I believe you have something we need.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
Flemeth thinking about
Looking for
the
their treats,
yeah.
yes? And before you begin barking,
What's your
your
favorite image
precious
of Flemeth?
seal
Because you know
was
she looks
long
different in the
ago.
other games.
I
Well, do you
have
prefer her like
protected
this, or do you prefer the new
And what
version
of
of her?
you?
To be fair,
Do you possess a
I
different
think
viewpoint, or do you believe as the others do?
I
And
don't
why
know,
not?
because for me,
Take them
in
to
this
your
game,
Grey
I think I
Wardens and tell
like
them this blight's threat
the
is
fact that
greater
she
than
looks
they
very
realize.
just normal in this.
Such manners. Always in the last place you look. Like stockings. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to
Second
go,
one,
then.
she is
Do
fine.
not be
True,
ridiculous,
absolutely.
girl. These are your guests.
She definitely has a full-on
very
change.
well.
I
will
wonder
show
if
you
she's
out of the
meant
woods.
to do that. Like,
Follow me.
it were they meant to create her into something cool in this game, but they didn't have the time to do it? Or is the fact that of the situations that happened in this particular game affected what she looked like in the other game? Maybe she, I don't know, turned younger or something? I'm not too sure. Okay, here's the fun part. You know what's going to happen. We're going to go to the dogs and we're going to heal them up.
Greetings. Are you one of the Grey Wardens that went into the wilds? Did you happen to see any white flowers?
Yes, I did. In fact,
don't
I
know
have
for
one of
sure
them.
that the flower will aid my poor hounds, but it's worth trying. I have, let's see, 20 silver to offer as a reward for it.
A reward's not necessary.
You're very generous.
I'm being kind.
Thank
I'm
you
being
for
nice
your
to this
help.
person.
Perhaps we won't lose as many hounds today as I'd feared.
Cool. Right, I'm going to go over here and let's become Grey Wardens.
So you return from the wilds.
I'm guessing
Have
it's
you been
probably...
successful?
I'd like to say that, but Morrigan is very well created as a character.
Good. I've had the circle mages.
So reckon they
prepare
just like designed all the
With
characters and
blood
then just
retreat,
run out at the
we can
very
begin
end.
the joining immediately.
It's like they went, okay, we've got to make some Kunari. What should they look like? They should look like things with horns on. They say, yeah, we don't have the graphical power for that just yet. If we release this game, we'll wait for 2 or 3 more games and then we'll do it. Now you'll have to tell us what you think about. This ritual is a. Now you will have to tell us what this ritual is about.
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now rather than later.
I have no problem facing what is to come.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the
Or they hadn't got that. I can't read because there's a heart in the way. There we go.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
Oh. Or they hadn't got that far in the story. I mean, yeah, that could generally be a reason. Absolutely. Calm down. There's nothing we can do about it now.
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't.
I thought this was going to go a lot faster. I'm generally 2 hours into it, and I've only just become a Grey Warden.
If I knew it would end the blight.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, Sir Knight. Try not to wet your trousers until the ritual starts.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
Those creatures!
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Their source of the power is
Those
drinking the
who
blood of
survive the joining
Darkspawn.
become immune to the taint.
Like,
we can sense
yeah.
it in the Darkspawn.
Sorry, mate, not gonna.
The Archdemon.
And absolutely, yeah, exactly. Let's get on with it then.
We speak only a few words.
You know what's really annoying about this one scene?
Have been said
Like, okay, I know one of them's going to die, but the other one doesn't drink it either way.
Join us, brothers and sisters.
He obviously gets.
Join
well,
us
you know what's
in the
going to happen. We'll
shadows
find
where
out in
stand
just a second.
vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith,
Davith,
forward.
Davith, step forth. Drink from the cup of graciousness. We're going to see this next part. This is going to be a fun. This is what happens when you drink Darkspawn blood. This also happens when you drink tequila la from any nightclub. It's the same. It's the same thing. No, you're meant to. Yeah.
I am sorry, Davith.
He's looking like, what the? Yeah, exactly.
I have a wife, a child. Had I known.
Yeah, if you drink it, you actually might survive.
No.
That's very low odds.
There is no
He was
glory in
allergic.
this.
You're fine. You should just drink it. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. Oh. And that's why Duncan is the leader, because Alistair would never have done that.
But the joining is not yet complete.
100%. If Alistair was in charge of the
You are
joining, he would have
called
not have
upon
done
to
that.
Submit yourself to the taint for the greater good.
Okay.
From this moment forth, you.
Whoa, dude. Oh my. Oh, my head. My head. I'm going down. I'm going down. Okay. What's that thing? What is that? Oh dear, that's a dragon. Oh, that's why this game's called Dragon Age. Ah, makes sense.
Welcome. 2 more deaths.
You're gonna romance
My
Alistair.
joining, only
I
one of us
don't
died,
know. I
but
don't know
it was.
who. It depends. I think I do someone different I romance different people every time. I think
How do you
I might. Yeah, maybe. It's fine. It's over. I'm fine. Okay.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant.
I should. Maybe I will. Maybe I
Something
will.
to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king.
Very well.
The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Attend as soon as you're able.
Okay, they're going to the meeting. However, for me, I'm going to end this stream right here. Mainly because there's some stuff that now I've got to do and all that kind of stuff I'm recording. Just to let you know, I also do this as YouTube as well, so I don't just do streams, I also make videos. If you want to watch some of the videos, you can do. My channel's based around reviews. It's about trailer reactions, all that kind of stuff. But basically, we make it so it's all about discussing what happens on the intro and the beginning of video games, and how we react to them is, well, as people, really. So if you're interested in that, then please don't forget to subscribe. It'd be really helpful. We are trying to get to 500 subscribers right now, which is brilliant if you could. But apart from that, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys. Can I get your Facebook? If you go to some of the links in the description, there are some follow links where you can follow Facebook, but mostly we will be chatting more. If we do chat, we'll chat on Twitter, if anything. So if you've got Twitter, then probably follow us on Twitter or something. Yeah, but mostly, yeah, that's kind of the situation. Or Discord, you can check us out on Discord as well. But all the links to all our social profiles will be down below in the description. Apart from that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on another Jump Inside video. We will be doing a stream tomorrow, but it won't be on Dragon Age. What we will be doing tomorrow is we'll be doing a stream, because it's going to be the Xbox Game Showcase, and I'm going to judge that thing like Americans Got Talent or Britain's Got Talent, where I will give every game that I absolutely don't like a red buzzer, or I'll give it a golden buzzer if I really like it. But anyway, that's how the stream's going to work tomorrow. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.
Just thought I'd call and wish you good night. I left my key under the mat. I don't get anything done, you're stuck on my mind. I keep on missing your touch, missing your vibe. This feeling I go when I say what we had. Won't you come on over?